upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. Scripture told me that I had to be good. But now I love 'cause I want to. I love 'cause I'm free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I don't need any prodding. I don't need any law. I'm gonna sing with all my heart. God is my all in all. I let go of my burden. Loving God has made me free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I thought it was my duty. I thought it was my job. Somewhere I believed loving God would be hard. But loving God is wonderful. Loving God is ecstasy. I thank God for my freedom. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh.
You feeling the Spirit? Just say yes. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Northern Colorado. I'm Reverend Sherry, and it's just a delight to be here with you. We're so glad that you've come here today to join us. Hi, folks online. You are welcome always. So we welcome all lifestyles and beliefs, no matter who you are. You are welcome here. So just turn to the person next to you and say, you're welcome here. There you go. Dave, you're welcome here. So I want to acknowledge that this service is being held on the traditional and ancestral homes of the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne peoples. We recognize that this land is rightfully theirs, and we offer our respect and gratitude for the continuing kinship with this place. The truth is, all ground is holy, is it not? So our spiritual philosophy, Science of Mind, is inclusive of all faiths, our spiritual traditions. We believe that at the heart of everything lies a shared message that we're all one. So our prayer partner today is Amber Davidson. She is holding consciousness for us, and she and I will be over by the windows after the service so that you can come up for prayer. Please don't let an opportunity go by. So let's say our vision and mission statements. So our vision is we are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. Our vision, spiritual growth, creating a world that works for all. I was going to say, we have a new vision. And okay, never mind. It was there and it got in the way of the vision. Okay, that threw me off. So, do we have kiddos today? We do. All righty. This is so cute. Everything, so I am part of God. I
No, there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful and grateful for everything we have. So I let go of this prayer and so it is.
Have fun. So, for September outreach, a percentage of the money that we bring every month with your giving goes to support a local nonprofit. This month's outreach is Vindicate Foods. It's a nonprofit that believes that people of all socioeconomic statuses should have access to healthy, organic, local food. Vindicate rescues food from grocery stores and local farms and then makes them available to the public. There we go. So we are also looking forward for folks to sign up for one of these mini committees. So there's some clipboards on the table out there with little information about each one of those committees. So your participation is greatly appreciated. So Lonnie Hickman and I will be starting a bi-weekly Blessing for Our Country. It'll be held at the clubhouse where I live. It's on Boardwalk Drive, south by Sam's Club. It is from 6:30 to 7:30 on those every other Thursday evenings. We're going to pray, we're going to meditate, we're going to talk. It's not about an outcome other than a vision for a world that works for all. So please come join us. If not, we're just going to sit around and zone out in meditation. And you don't have to go to all of them. You come whenever it's comfortable for you or you have a need. And then, starting on September the 21st, Lonnie and I will be teaching. We're going to be doing one class a month on just basic spiritual principles. The class in September on the 21st from 10 to noon is on affirmative prayer. If you've been curious about it or you're struggling with it, in 2 hours, we'll just make you masters. No, it'll be, we're just going to give a highlight of it and see if we can help you on your way. So please come. It's love offering. We do need to register so you get the address. We would love to have you come join us. So every Sunday, we gather to share a meal. And so tonight, there'll be a group going out for dinner. So you go to the check-in table, and I guess the location will be revealed. So you can, more to be revealed. So you can check out our website and our newsletter for more information. It's chock full of all kinds of good stuff. So we're going to sing a chant as we begin to go within. Linda's going to come up here and play those beautiful bowls. And we're just going to be still and know. recognize this power, this presence, this one life, this one love, this thing that we call God, Spirit, Source, all there is. It is the starting point of all creation. It has created each and every one of us for its fulfillment in this thing called life. Each one of us a divine expression of this one life. We're here to duplicate the nature of God, to be kind and loving and generous and compassionate, to recognize this infinite oneness and live from there. And so we cast aside any illusion of separation, any dissonance, and we absolutely proclaim our divinity this very day. As we open up to this idea that why we may oftentimes puddle in tears and anxiety and fear and doubt, we can seek that very presence of peace by lifting our minds, our consciousness, into remembering who we are and where we come from. And so I declare that we have been called here by divine appointment today so that we may be enlightened, inspired, given the movement to act in a beautiful way in our lives in this wonderful realm of our wholeness as we remember who we are. So I declare this gathering blessed, each one of us a blessing to life. And we breathe and we say yes to that and let it be. And together we affirm, and so it is.
So our first featured song for today is a Sam Cooke song. We've done this one before, and it's a song that I just love to sing, and I love to hear Lance play too. This is A Change Is Gonna Come. I was born by the river in a little tent, and just like that river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it is. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up just knocking me back down think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there've been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I know I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Julie Koenig, our music director, and Lance Ruby on guitar. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. I think she sang that song maybe 2 months ago. I'm like, can you sing it again? You know, I think it goes with our topic. So the theme, Happy September. Today's September 1st. I don't know where August went, but here we are already. Soon the leaves will be changing. So the theme for this month is Pieces into Peace, and I'm going to be talking about that exact thing. So, you know, all of us have something in our life, this is my assumption anyway, that we think if that thing changed, if we didn't have to deal with that thing in our life, that situation, that person, you know the person, my life would be happier, I would be more peaceful, I would be more joyful. When that thing goes the way that I just want it to, life will be grand. Yeah? Y'all think those thoughts sometimes? Yeah. So we think that when everything lines up, that then we will experience that peace and that joy. And it feels good when things are lining up. Do you know those times when, and it may only be a moment, might be a day, might be a week, could be longer. It's great if it's longer, but those moments when everything kind of lines up, maybe you've been going through a rough patch and then all of a sudden, wow, everything's lining up. I don't know. I met the love of my life. I got this amazing job. I feel just incredible. You know what that feels like too, yeah? Those moments. Maybe it is just a moment. But when you feel that, suddenly the green on the leaves and the trees are greener, and the sky is bluer, and everything feels possible. Yeah? When things are just lining up, it's like, oh my God, we're inspired by life again. But you know, there are moments, and for some of us, we are deep in it. I know that many of us right now, there's a lot of us who are going through stuff. There's a lot of us that are feeling and experiencing a hard time. And so it feels like things are falling apart, not coming together. It feels like the pieces are just all over the place. And then those moments when we are in that place, we've got this piece over here that's not working, and this piece over here, and this piece over here, and we're trying so hard to control the outcome. You know how we like to do that as humans, and we're trying to grasp as desperately as we can. And what actually happens, it's like, have you ever grasped sand and the sand just pours through your fingers? But we try so hard to grasp those pieces of our life. It's a desperate feeling when we are trying to control something, especially if there is more than one area that is not quite lining up. So we think that in order to experience peace, that all the pieces in our life need to be lined up perfectly. And it's our society that's taught us that, hasn't it? Our society has taught us that peace is out here, that if we just get success over here, or get the relationship or the job, or if the economy just would settle down, or if the environment would suddenly have a shift, then I would feel peace. If this person would stop doing what they keep doing, then I would feel peace. You know, you can relate to that one. And so we wait for the outer world. We hope and pray that this will change out here somehow so that we can feel that peace. I think if it were up to each of us, we could be this little wizard and go in and change this aspect of this person over here and change this situation over here. We'd be this little wizard making all these changes. We'd go to our past and we would change that thing, that happened 3 decades ago, so that we wouldn't still be dealing with it today. Do you know? We would, right? If we could do that and be that little wizard. Yeah. So if you think about it, it's mostly the people that we want to change. I mean, yeah, the situations, but the situations got a lot of people in them. Yeah, and so I think you all know where I'm going with this. You're smart people. Likely you know what I'm going to say next. And that is that from a spiritual perspective, we know that peace doesn't come from out here, and yet we expect it to come from out here anyway. Yes, we do, because we're human. Did you know? We're human. Some of you are about to hear me say something that you have probably heard hundreds of times. But I invite you to take this in as if you are hearing it for the first time. Okay? Nothing, no thing, no person, no place, nothing can bring you the peace that you desire out here. Nothing. When these things out here change, yes, it's lovely for a brief period of time, but it's temporary. Did you notice that? It's temporary. So it's like we're grasping onto these things, hoping that we will one day feel peace, experience peace. Mark Chernoff said this: peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no chaos, trouble, or hard realities to deal with. Peace means to be in the midst of all those things and still remain mentally, emotionally, and physically centered. So we're under this illusion that if our world changed, if our political leaders changed, if our family members, our friends, the economy, the environment, whatever, fill in the blank, we're under the illusion if those things change, then I will be okay. We think that we will feel differently. But we have no control over what happens out here as much as much as we want to control it, we have absolutely no control over what is out here. We get to decide. We get to decide whether we get to be at peace. No matter how chaotic things are out here, we get to decide, is this going to be a day of peace for me? Or is this going to be a day of suffering and misery and hardship? Mark Nepo said, if peace comes from seeing the whole, then misery stems from a loss of perspective. So we can look at the broken pieces of our life. We can look and ruminate at all the stuff that is going on in our life. And when we look at those things, we think, my God, it's so horrible. This is such a tragedy that this thing is happening. This is so awful, this thing that is happening in my life. But the moment that we do that, we separate ourselves from Spirit. We completely cut ourselves off from the divine. So, and then in that moment, what we have done is we have solely identified with that thing, as if that has all the power. We have given all our power to that thing. And this thing out here, until this changes, I will not change. I will not feel differently. From the human perspective, we will stay stuck in the muddiness and the messiness of this is right and this is wrong and this is good and this is bad and this is black and this is white. And as long as we are in that space, we're going to continue to suffer. Yes? Yeah. But as soon as we shift our perspective, it's all perspective. Have you noticed that? It's all perspective. As soon as we shift our perspective, the same chaotic thing is happening in our life, but we shift our perspective, suddenly it looks and feels completely different. We do that. We do that. We get to change the perspective. True peace can only happen by shifting our perspective, by changing what is happening here inside, not out here. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said this. He defined peace in this way. Peace is a state of inner calm, an inner calm so complete that nothing can disturb it. The peace which comes only from the knowledge that it is all. Fathomless peace is meant by the peace of the Spirit. The infinite is always at peace because there is nothing to disturb it. A realization of our oneness with omnipresence brings peace. And so peace comes from uniting with Source. Now, we are already united with it. We don't have to try to be united with Source, with Spirit, with God, whatever name you call it. We are already united with it. But we have spent so much time looking out here. But it's not our fault. It's what society has ingrained in us. We don't have as much practice going within and connecting to peace in here. We have a lot more practice looking out here and expecting this to change how we feel. I think all of us want peace in the world. Yes, we all want peace in our lives. But often it just feels so far away. How do I get there? How do I experience it? And so we've spent so much time in the chaos and the muck and the mire of our lives. We've spent more time hanging out in there than we have connecting with Spirit and the peace within. And we make that part more of the truth of who we are, the dramas and the traumas and the chaos. And I don't mean to diminish what you are experiencing at all, but you know what I'm talking about, yes? We make those things bigger than they really need to be. And then we get stuck there. We get stuck there for moments, sometimes hours, days, weeks, for some of us decades. We get stuck. And then it feels impossible to connect with peace because we've been hanging out over here in the muck and the mire of our life. But it is possible to rise from pieces to peace. It is possible. The first thing we have to do is to actually believe that it is possible. We have to believe it. And the next thing that's actually really important too, aside from believing it, or in addition to believing it, is to develop a relationship with peace. What is peace? What is this thing called peace? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? How does it feel in my body when I connect to peace? So an important thing for us to do is to actually contemplate it, to sit with it, to be with it. Ernest Holmes gave a talk on November 7th in 1954, and it was called The Peace That Conquers. And he said this: "You and I know that no matter how confused we are, if we will get by ourselves long enough and think peace, we shall become peaceful. Peace is the divine reality at the heart of God. We want peace on earth. Let us pray for peace in our own hearts. Let us affirm peace in our own minds. Let us live as though peace were the mandate of God, because it is. Let us, out of the stillness of our own soul, reach back to that ineffable presence which is peace and proclaim it even in the midst of confusion." So that last word, even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of pain, fill in the blank, whatever word fits for you. Peace can find its way even in the midst of all of that. So to rise from pieces to peace, we have to stop looking at this area of our life or pieces of our life and labeling it as wrong. That it should not be here. That I should not be experiencing this thing. And ruminating over it again and again and looping it back. You know how we loop? There it is again, and then again, and pretty soon an hour has passed, or I don't know how many hours, and we're ruminating over the same thing and the same stories and the same thoughts that we've been having for years and years and years. If this person would just change, then I will experience peace. If only this would happen, then I would experience peace. If only, if only, if only, if only. So if we want to experience true peace, we need to take our attention off of what is happening in our lives. And to know that this thing is not happening to us. It is not happening to us, it's just happening. It's just happening. And when we can see it more as an observer, this is just something that's happening. It's not happening to me, it's just happening. Then we let go of our attachment to it. And when we can let go of our attachment, there is liberation. Freedom is possible. When we can let go of our attachment to this thing changing in our life in order for us to experience something different. And when we do that, we are no longer identifying with it. We are no longer giving all of our power to it. And then something else is then possible when we shift it. So this thing in your body that is causing you pain, this thing in your life that is causing you emotional turmoil, this thing, whatever that may be, it is not happening to you. It is just happening. It's just happening. Okay, let me look at it as an observer. Let me see through the eyes of God. Let me see through the eyes of the divine this thing that is here. This thing that is showing up is a package. It's a package that showed up at your front door. Amazon just delivered you a package. They just delivered you a package. Is it their fault that you don't like the package? I don't like this package. Take it back. I don't want this package. The guy's like, wait, what? I'm just following your orders. Because you asked for this, you placed your order, and I'm just delivering it to you. Right? Do you know on some level our soul said, here's my orders. Okay, so I want this person to show up and drive me crazy, and I want this situation to show up, and they're going to fire me from my job, and it's going to be this awful thing, and I ordered this other thing over here too, this incredibly painful thing over here, but later we go, but no, I don't want that. I don't want any of that. But you ordered it. You ordered it. Wayne Dyer said, peace is the result of retraining your mind to process life as it is rather than as you think it should be. So life is going to continue to deliver you those packages. And we want to reject them. We want to maybe push them over to the neighbor's house. But it showed up at your doorstep, not theirs. They're just going to bring it right on back because it's got your name on it. Right? So whatever is in front of you is perfect for your growth, your evolution, your expansion as a soul. You may not like it, but it is absolutely perfection because it is all in divine right order, everything. So if you can shift your perspective about whatever it is that is going on and see it in a new way, what are you going to experience? Likely a little peace, a little more peace. Yeah? So in order to rise from pieces to peace, pieces to peace, we are being asked to stop ruminating, to stop looping the same story over and over again. We all have a story. Likely we have multiple stories that we tell ourselves, about others, about the world. We might want to consider stop looping. Stop. Just stop. And instead, do what Ernest Holmes talked about. Pray for peace in our own hearts. Affirm peace in our own minds. Live as though peace were the mandate of God, because it is. So we proclaim peace even in the midst of chaos. How cool is that? We close our eyes and we feel the energy of peace and we connect into it. We develop a relationship with it. We can ask Spirit, show me what true peace feels like. Show me what it feels like here, not out here, here. And then we practice uniting with Spirit. We practice in our quiet time connecting with Spirit. And then we get to feel the peace that God is. It takes practice to experience peace. Just like anything, it takes practice. Especially in the midst of something really hard. It's easy to experience peace when everything is hunky-dory. Not so much when things are uncomfortable and painful and hard. So the divine is then asking us, join me in the center of your being. Join me there. That's where you're going to experience peace. Don't wait for it out here. So we don't have to go very far to experience it. We just have to train our minds to stop looking out here. Even for just a moment, to train ourselves, to practice. Now, we're not ignoring what's happening out here. I don't mean to imply that at all. I'm not asking you to ignore what's happening out here. I'm not asking you to spiritually bypass what's happening out here. But instead, to stand in the fire, to stand in it. And while you're in it, turn towards peace. Turn towards it. Here's an idea. Go to a crowded place, concert, I don't know, a bar, I don't know, a crowded restaurant. Sit in the lobby, close your eyes, and experience peace. Turn on the news. That's an easy one. Turn on the news and pull up something that's hard. Close your eyes and tune in to the divine within you and feel peace. Think about a challenging situation in your life, a challenging human being that you're having to deal with. Close your eyes, drop in, and feel peace. The ego will continue to pull you down because that's what it wants to do every time. We have to be stronger than the ego. And we have to be willing to make a different choice. Thich Nhat Hanh, I love what he said. True peace is always possible, yet it requires strength and practice, particularly in times of great difficulty. To some, peace and nonviolence are synonymous with passivity and weakness. In truth, practicing peace is the bravest thing in the world. So I invite you right now, if you're comfortable, to close your eyes. I'm going to walk you through an experience of peace. So let's just begin by taking a deep breath. And as you inhale, silently say to yourself, breathing in, I calm my mind and body. And as you exhale, silently say to yourself, breathing out, I release fear, chaos, and pain. Again, as you inhale, silently say to yourself, breathing in, I calm my mind and my body. As you exhale, silently say, breathing out, I release fear, chaos, and pain. With each breath in, feel yourself connected to the peace within, and as you breathe out, let go and surrender. Let go. Just let go. Taking another deep inhale and an exhale. Feeling that peace within the center of your being. And gently opening your eyes. All of you were given a spiritual practice when you came in today. And for those online, the link is going to be put into the chat. So I want to share, if you're new here today, this is something we now do every week. So you have something to take with you to practice, because the practice is the most important thing. So number one, contemplate peace. Sit with it, be with it, feel it, get to know it. Number two, become aware of how your mind loops. Become aware and notice the stories that you're hanging on to, the meaning that you have made of your life. Become aware of that. And know that it's not happening to you, it's just happening. Practice being the observer of it. And number 3, practice uniting with the Spirit within, because that is where true peace resides. Feel the presence of the divine. Feel it. And ask and join Spirit that's saying, join me in the center of your being. Join me there. And then lastly, find a quiet space and sit comfortably. The exercise, the little meditation I just walked you through, that's also there. Practice it. I invite you to practice it. So I want to close today by having us all state some words out loud. So I invite you, and if you're at home, just say them loud and proud. Repeat them after me. I affirm peace in my own mind. I proclaim peace even in the midst of chaos and pain. I choose peace. I choose peace. I choose peace within my mind, my body, and my heart. God is peace, and therefore I am peace. Because I am forever one with this divine presence. Right here, right now, I claim and know that I am rising from pieces to peace. I affirm this. I declare this for me and my life now. Practitioners, please stand in high consciousness. Please join me as we move into a closing prayer. And so in this moment, I am knowing that each one of us are affirming and declaring and claiming peace for our lives. I am knowing that as we go out into our life, that we are willing to practice this. Letting go of attachments, letting go and releasing that looping mind that has created so many stories that we have bought into as though they are the truth. But we know what the truth is. The truth is that Spirit is within us, and we can never be separated from it. And that presence and that power that is the divine, that is God, is all but peace. And so I am knowing that as we go out into the world, as we go into our lives, as we engage with people, as we look at all the stuff that is going on in our lives, that we remember who we are, that we remember that we are peace, because we can never be separated from Spirit. It is who we are, and it is who we have always been. And so with great gratitude for this truth, great gratitude for being reminded of this truth, we release this, we let it go, we allow it to be, and together we say, and so it is.
This song is by Denise Rosier. It's called You Are the Light. You change dust into gardens, pieces into peace, tears into fountains, chains into release. You are doubt into action, vision renewed, perfect creation unfolding in view. You hold all of heaven dreams burn down to ashes, you rise again. You are the light of God, the power of prayer lifted up. Every breath testifies you are the light. You are the light. You are the light. You hold all of heaven inside you. No matter what you go through, and if your dreams burn down to ashes, rise again. You are the light of God, power of prayer lifted up. Every breath testifies you are the light. You are the light. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You are the light of God, the power of prayer lifted up. Every breath testifies you are the light. You are the light. You are the light. You are the light. Dust into gardens, pieces into peace.
You're the best. So, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So if you've received some spiritual food today, we invite you to share your gifts with us, with this community. Your giving supports this community to do what it needs to do, which is to teach the science of mind in this community. So, and we know that as we give, we receive, and it comes to us multiplied abundantly. It's always a good thing. So there's a number of ways you can give. You can read them on the screen, website, text, mail in. We'll take it all. So take your gift in your hand. If you've already sent it in, hold your hands over your heart, and please say the offering affirmation. This gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give, and joyfully I receive.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No
get to receive the offering and bless it. Thanks, Alex. So on behalf of this entire community, I give thanks for these gifts, this wonderful way of giving and receiving. It does good work in the world, and we are all multiplied abundantly. Thank you. So if you're here for the first time, welcome to CSL NOCO. Anybody here? You can just wave. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Be sure and introduce yourself to Reverend Leah. So once again, after service, Amber and I will be over here by the windows. We are so open to prayer. Ask for more good in your life. We can do that too. We can help you with your challenge, but we can also affirm great good. So if you would, please stand up for our benediction and place your hands over your heart as we repeat our beautiful closing. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to our light of our own true nature. May we be healed. May we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is all they are, and love is all there is.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This power that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This power that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This power that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Once more, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Yeah, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it. Once more, the world